Hi, you guys. I hope you're doing great. In episode 145 of the Mind Over Finger podcast, I bring you the first of two episodes covering 10 mistakes smart musicians make and how to overcome them. I talk to you about first meeting yourself where you are, because it's wonderful to have incredible goals and reach high, but it starts where you are now in total acceptance of where you are, of who you are, of your skills, and then you can plan for the future from a place of self-acceptance and self-alignment. The second thing I talk to you about is having a plan that works for you. So knowing what are the things that you want, how can you get them, where do you want to be, how can you get there, and then how do you like to operate? What is the way that you feel best functioning, and prepare a plan that works for you. Again, in alignment with who you are. I then talk to you about managing your time in a way that works for you. Are you someone who needs a really precise schedule, or do you need a lot more freedom? Just spend some time figuring out what works for you and then manage your time. You will create time for yourself by managing your time. Trust me. So, and then number 4, under consuming and over consuming. And that's a very interesting concept to ponder on, because we can do that in any aspect, in any field. So are you providing yourself with the information that you need, with the tools that you need? Are you surrounding yourself with the help that you need? So are you under consuming, not getting enough of these things, or are you over consuming? And overconsumption might look a lot like stalling because you need more. You need more information before you can make a decision on a fingering. You need more information before you can decide to do something, or you need some other tool to record yourself. Therefore, you can't start recording yourself before you have this tool. So, under consuming, providing yourself with what you need, information, tools, people, resources, are over consuming. So instead of taking action, instead of moving forward, you are in the mode of trying to acquire more. And this is from a place of maybe fear of moving forward or insecurity. So under consuming, over consuming. Which one are you engaging in? And how can you reestablish the balance there? And again, catch the episode because I cover this a little bit more at length in the episode. Finally, mistake number 5 smart musicians make is not trusting yourself. A lot of time when you don't trust yourself, you will engage in over-consuming. So this can look like many things. In the practice room, if you're facing a stumbling blocks, you're going to reach outside of yourself for answers, for more drills, for more information, for more tips, for more tricks, yet one more YouTube videos on how to fix this. But what happens when you do this is you disempower yourself. You are gaining a lot of your confidence from outside sources. You're also wasting a lot of time, because the truth is we have so much more wisdom and insight than we think we do. So before you reach out for your phone to find another video, or Google an article, or call a friend, or stop because you need to wait and listen to 14 recordings before you can decide on what kind of crescendo you're going to do. Pause. Decide that you have lots of insight already within you. Ask yourself some questions, and I'm going to have powerful questions for you in a second. And see what answer you could come up with from within. So here are some questions to help you with this, actually. So 4 questions to ponder on this week to bring more intentionality in your practice, to make decisions, to be more in alignment with yourself. So if my success was inevitable and I could not fail, what would I go for? And here, grant yourself permission to dream, right? This is not a question about what is practical or probable. We're dreaming here. We're trying to expand outside of the realm of possibilities as they look like right now. Anything is possible. So if your success was inevitable, you could not fail, what would you go for? Question number 2. If you knew you have the insight to come up with the best plan for yourself, what would it look like? And there's no right or wrong answer here. Just anything that comes up for you. Your intuition will be offering you thoughts. And right away, maybe your brain's going to be like, oh, no, that's a terrible idea. But just allow these things to come out to the surface and entertain them for fun, just for a minute or two. Like, so what? Just anything that comes up is valid. At least valid for consideration. So if you knew you have the insight to come up with the best plan for yourself, what would it look like? We're just exploring here, having fun. If you knew the answer, the solution to this problem, anything you're facing, and not just in the practice room, but anywhere else in your life, what could it be? What would one answer be? What could one answer be? Not the answer. There's rarely one answer. There's rarely the answer. There are answers. So what would one of those be? What would one solution be? Entertain the thought. We're having fun. And lastly, if I knew I can't mess it up, what would I try next? Very reminiscent of that first question. You can't mess it up. So if you can't mess it up, what would you try? Right? So have some fun with this week. Let me know what comes up for you. And I'll see you in episode 146 for the second part of this series of 10 mistakes smart musicians make and how to avoid them. See you soon, guys.